everybody for being here. We'll start with a coach opening statement, and then we'll take questions from the student athletes, and we will dismiss them and then have questions for the coach. So if you have a question, please raise your hand, and make sure when you're addressing the student athletes, you address who you want to answer that question, or if it's for all three. Coach, we'll start with your opening statement.
Yeah, just really excited to be here in Lexington with this team to get another opportunity to compete together on such a big stage, to be in another Elite Eight. I know this team believes it. Again, we've been talking about it since the spring, that I know all our freshmen here, our transfers, except for Anna, we're all here this spring. Like, Final Four has been on our board for a really, really long time. So maybe the outside world didn't think that we'd be in this position right now, but I know our team did. And so and it's awesome to see when you believe something, like what's possible. We love that we woke up this morning to some snow to really make us feel like we're back at home in Omaha. But yeah, just really excited to be competing another day with this team, and hoping to take some people to Kansas City next week.
Raise your hand if you have a question. We'll start over here.
Abby, I was wondering what it's been like for you as a freshman to go this deep into the playoffs, especially having those upperclassmen who have been in this position before to learn from.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a lot to take in, but with all of these amazing girls and coaches, they've made it so much easier for me. Like, they just remind me that I can play big and swing confidently, and they'll be there for me throughout the whole time. So really, I couldn't have done it without anyone here. So I have all my credit to them, and I just hope for the seniors and just for each other we can go all the way and make it to Kansas City.
In the back, we'll start with, you're good? Okay, start with Sierra.
This is for any of the players. The Wildcats earlier said that you all make everyone earn their points. In your own words, what is it that you all do really well that has that happening?
I think saying that we make teams earn their points just means that we don't make errors. And so when we don't make errors, it's not just giving them free points. They have to actually, like, do something incredible to win a point. And then, we can't let it get us down either. We, like Brian always says, like, if they do something good, like, it'll happen, like, clap them on and roll the ball back.
I'm going to walk in front just real quick.
Cranking up your mics. Yeah, have the camp voices.
Raise your hand if you have a question. In the back.
Eloise, what have you seen in your first season here about this team's makeup, the emotional and the maturity that you guys have had to have, and how it's benefited you?
Yeah, I think looking at Creighton, everyone overlooks them, and I just love how this team plays with a chip on their shoulder every single game, and just the way we train from preseason to Big East play to now. We're so intentional in the gym, and we trust each other, and it's just a lot different than other programs, and it's been amazing to be a part of.
Stand back.
As a follow-up for you, Eloise, Lizzie Carr, what do you see from her as a fellow middle, and what kind of challenges does she present?
Yeah, I think they can find her at wherever the pass is, they're going to find her, so that's really hard for us blocking-wise, but she's a great player. She's really tall. She hits really high, so I think just slowing her down is going to be really important.
Just for all three of you, what have you seen from Kentucky? What impresses you about Kentucky, and what will be kind of your game plan to go about stopping them?
We'll start with Addie.
Yeah, I mean, we all know they have really great pins, and so I think just finding a way to slow them down. We know that they're going to get their kills, and they have their dogs, so just finding ways to take them out of the offense, and also just focusing on our side. We know that if we're Creighton good, then we can beat anyone in the country, so more so just realizing that they're a great team, and everyone here is a great team, so really just focusing on us and limiting our errors, and like I said, just playing Creighton good.
One thing that I noticed is that their outsides have really good 4-to-4 shots, kind of like how Ava Martin does. So I think that that's something that they're really good at. But I'm just excited to honestly play Brooklyn DeLay again. Me and her are from the same area, so I grew up playing her. So I think it'll be really fun to go head to head with her.
Watching them last night, I think their passion and their fire is something that I noticed, and just they're going to be playing at home, so I think focusing on our side of the net and just maintaining what we can control is going to be really important.
Anything else for student athletes? In the back, Sierra first.
Speaking of just the environment that's here at HNC, just talk about your experience playing here in general. So,
whoever wants to start.
I think yesterday we didn't really have that much of a crowd, except our parents are pretty rowdy, but other than that, yeah, I think watching the game last night, they get really loud when they're going on runs and when they're cheering like the white and blue chants. Yeah, it got really loud. So like I said, it's just going to be about maintaining our side and kind of just focusing on us and trying to control the noise as best as we can.
For Jaya and then for Abby, with all the attention that goes to Ava, how has that required you guys to step up, and how has this team's depth shined this postseason?
I think that Ava is like literally a superstar, and I think that she deserves all the recognition that she gets. And I think it's more just about like a time thing. Like Ava wasn't getting as much recognition last year because we had Nora and Kendra that got a lot, and now it's Ava's turn. And I just think that's like kind of something that comes age-wise, if that makes sense. So I just think everyone has their time and it's coming, and just be patient and like just really like lean into your teammates. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Ava's awesome, and with being in the same position as her, it's been awesome to just learn things from her. I mean, she's a great human too, so she's been so fun. She's been like another mentor and teacher for me, so really just being able to learn from her has been awesome because like Jaya said, like I think she's one of the best outsides in the country. Like she deserves every recognition that she gets, so. And it's great that like we have people who can also put the ball down, like it's not just heavy on Ava the whole time, but obviously she's amazing, so yeah, she's awesome to play with.
Any other questions for student athletes? Thanks, everybody. We'll just miss you at this time. Good luck tomorrow.
Can I take this?
No,
No.
I can't?
after tomorrow. They're gonna need it tomorrow. for you.
True. Can I take this?
Yes.
Put it on your mantle.
All right, questions for the head coach, please raise your hand. Start in front.
Just what have you seen from Kentucky, and what do they look like on film, and when you saw them in person yesterday, were they any different?
No, I mean, they're just one of the cleanest teams in the country, I think, and stay really poised, play with a lot of energy. We've played Eva Hudson the last 2 years at a former school, so we're very familiar with just how fiery she can get. You know, she'll stare you down through the net. She'll turn, and she just brings so much energy to her team. And so if she gets going, they get going, and then obviously like Brooklyn's great. Their middles can score. Their right side can score. I know they have a freshman setter, but she's doing a great job running an offense. And Coach Skinner's always got his team incredibly well prepared. But I just think they play really clean. That's why they've been able to have the record that they have right now. And I think we're the two teams that have pushed Nebraska to 5 at least, and so yeah, just they play great volleyball, very consistent. They really don't have a lot of highs or lows. They just stay who they are all the way through.
We're here on the left.
Yesterday you spoke about making sure the team, 1 point is 1 point, right? Like even
Yeah.
if momentum is shifting towards the other side, they just get back in and let it be what it is. How do you plan on doing that against Kentucky, especially because yesterday we saw from them they go on some of those runs with Lizzie Carr and they just seem unstoppable. Is it strategic on your part with some of those timeouts, or is it more of a mentality thing between the athletes themselves on the court?
Yeah, I think it starts with our athletes on the court. Like we've had a kind of, I don't know if it's a saying or just a thing we do all the time, that if we give up 2 points in a row, like they lock it in together as a team. Like, okay, like they just got their 2, that's it. And like really having that mindset of siding out in those moments. That's what we were really special at yesterday. We sided out at such a high percentage. And so we have to be really good offensively tomorrow. They're going to score their points. There was, Arizona State had some sets where they hit a really high percentage too. If we're in a battle like that, those are going to be those 24-26 kind of sets, which is what we had yesterday. And then even the second set, I think could have went either way, and we gave up that little run at the end. And then third and fourth sets, we really limited their hitting percentage, kept ours high. Obviously, that's the recipe for success. But I would hope and expect that all the sets tomorrow are going to be incredibly competitive, down to the wire, who scores when it matters at the end. But I'd also love a few sets that we just win going away. Those are fun too.
In the back.
Real simple, what would a Final Four appearance mean to this program?
It would mean a lot. Again, I know I've talked about it a lot when I was interviewed here a long time ago. Like those were the goals for this program, and that's what I committed to when I was the assistant coach here, of putting everything in place, recruiting the right people, ensuring the culture, and making sure that everyone was not satisfied with where we've been, and eyes forward to do more. That was actually that was the saying the first year that I was at Creighton was do more. And so we've been trying to get to this Final Four level for quite some time. Booth's 22 years, and I promised to keep that goal as we've moved forward. And so to be in this stage in year one is pretty special. To be able to get to a Final Four this year would mean a lot to me and all the people that came before us. I mean, the amount of alums that have reached out to me, like pushing for us, go make history, all those kinds of things. It mean a lot to us, to our players, to our coaches, to our Creighton community, and so yeah, making a Final Four and it being in Kansas City where our fans could easily travel to would be pretty awesome.
In the back, we'll stay with you.
Yesterday you mentioned that you believe that you have the best team in the country, just playing Creighton good. How do you balance that confidence with the chip on the shoulder that Eloise talked about?
Yeah, we talk about it. Like, there are going to be Noemi Glover yesterday was maybe a more physically gifted athlete than anyone on our roster, and they had several really, really good volleyball players. But what we want to strive to be is the best team. We want to out-volleyball teams. We want to out-team them, outsmart them, out-game plan them, all those things to put ourselves in position to beat those kinds of teams. And I think we've shown that ability all season long. And so whether it's a chip on the shoulder or whatever they want to call it, I think volleyball teams respect us. I think all coaches, all teams understand that Creighton has been a perennial power. I think it's the outside world that sometimes doesn't give Creighton the love that maybe they should. I mean, the fact that Ava Martin is not on the National Player of the Year watch list was, I think, kind of crazy. But so it's things like that maybe don't go our way. But I do know Craig Skinner knows how good Creighton is. We have a 8-year history of playing Kentucky every single year. We know how good Kentucky is. Kentucky knows how good we are. I think the last time we were in this building, we beat Kentucky right after they'd won the national championship. So I know that the teams that we play understand like how strong this program is, and so they're not gonna think, oh, it's just Creighton, here we go. Like they're gonna be ready for us, and we've got to be ready for them.
Back up front.
Serving sort of turned that match yesterday.
Absolutely.
How important will that be tomorrow night?
Oh, I mean, that's what's put our team where it is right now. We've prided ourselves all year on being the best serving team in the country. I thought second set, even the first set, we were just okay. That we weren't as aggressive as we needed to be. We were a little bit high air, and then it really started going. I thought Nora Wirtz was kind of the catalyst for us in that third set. When she gets going, we're really hard to beat. I mean, she can go on huge runs of not just scoring points but aces, and when that starts going, our whole team starts getting behind it. And yeah, I thought we hit great spots, we hit with really good tempo, we mixed in short and deep, and when that starts happening, we were really good. And then I thought our first contacts and serve receive were really good in that third and fourth set as well, and we're going to need that. I think Kentucky's a really good serving team. They get into space really well, and so it's going to challenge us to communicate. And I think the first and second set yesterday both ended on aces and seams on people, and so we have to be really disciplined at communicating those and just going for it.
In the back to Sierra.
Like you mentioned before, you and Zeki both pushed Nebraska. You played some similar teams like Louisville, Penn State. Do you also pull from those moments in those games, or is it more just like this is the run right now that you're pulling from?
I'm sure for our team, we don't harp on it a lot, but I'm sure our team looks at that stuff to kind of humanize people, because again, what Kentucky's done this year is remarkable. To go undefeated in the SEC, right? Undefeated is incredible. And so I think it's easy to look at someone like that or Nebraska or whoever and be like, man, like they're unbeatable. But I think when they see like, okay, like we've played similar teams and competed at a similar level, I think that makes them a little more human. For our team to have played Eva Hudson before the last 2 years, I think allows her to be a little bit more human. And again, she's really good, but at least allows our team to have that feeling of we've played against this type of team before, this type of athlete before, and we've been able to find success. So I think that they are able to draw from some of those things to have confidence that they can do it again.
Any other questions for Coach? Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you guys so much.